If you are a man above 50 facing sensitivity problems, reduced firmness, or issues with recovery, the information I'm about to share might entirely transform your experience. This has nothing to do with enhancement products or medications. It's regarding applying specific natural oils in a manner that safeguards tissue health, enhances blood flow, and yes, assists in maintaining firmness for longer periods. I am Dr. Sophia Carter, and following more than a decade in urology, I've observed how the appropriate lubrication protocol can create the difference between tissue damage and tissue health, between lessened sensitivity and heightened pleasure, and between swift loss of firmness and enduring response. Today, I'm going to detail precisely which oils perform best, why they outshine commercial products, and how to apply them correctly for optimal benefit and safety. Let's begin with what's truly occurring in your tissues past 50 that renders proper lubrication not merely useful, but vital. As you age, your skin generates far fewer natural oils. The sebaceous glands that maintained everything naturally hydrated in your 20s and 30s are now outputting perhaps 40% of their former production. This leaves the sensitive penile skin more susceptible to irritation, tiny tears, and harm. The elasticity in your tissue has shifted too. Collagen creation declines with age, rendering skin thinner and less bouncy. What once recovered swiftly now requires days or weeks to mend. Each session lacking adequate lubrication could be inflicting ongoing damage that diminishes sensitivity gradually. Your blood vessels have altered as well. The endothelial coating that aids vessel expansion has grown less reactive. But here's the intriguing part. Specific oils can genuinely boost local blood flow upon skin absorption, aiding in preserving firmness that could otherwise wane rapidly. There's also the matter of nerve sensitivity. Decades of friction absent sufficient lubrication can harm nerve endings, resulting in lowered sensitivity. Plenty of men fail to recognize that the numbness or lessened pleasure they're facing isn't solely due to aging. It's built-up damage from poor technique and insufficient lubrication. Prior to exploring particular oils, allow me to clarify why natural oils typically surpass commercial lubricants for this aim. The majority of commercial lubes include glycerin, parabens, and various chemicals that may irritate delicate tissue through repeated use. They're crafted for brief slickness, not for tissue wellness. Natural oils, by contrast, hold vitamins, fatty acids, and elements that genuinely nourish the skin as they deliver lubrication. They're partially soaked into the tissue, offering both instant slickness and enduring advantages. Numerous ones feature inherent anti-inflammatory elements that lessen irritation and encourage healing. The absorption aspect is key. Whereas water-based lubes remain atop the skin and dissipate, oils seep gently into the skin's upper layers, delivering prolonged lubrication and transporting helpful compounds straight to where they're required. This proves particularly vital for ensuring comfort throughout longer sessions. Let's commence with coconut oil, which could be the top all-purpose selection for the majority of men. Virgin unrefined coconut oil holds lauric acid, caprylic acid, and vitamin E, all elements that support penile tissue health. The lauric acid within coconut oil offers inherent antimicrobial qualities, aiding in averting bacterial or fungal concerns that might arise in warm, damp regions. This holds special value for uncircumcised men or individuals susceptible to irritation. It's akin to a shielding layer that wards off harmful microorganisms while permitting beneficial bacteria to flourish. Coconut oil additionally exerts an intriguing influence on blood flow. The medium-chain triglycerides get absorbed via the skin and may enhance local circulation. Numerous men note that applying coconut oil enables them to sustain firmness more extendedly than with alternative lubricants. Although this lacks scientific validation, the personal accounts are persuasive. The vitamin E presence aids in mending damaged tissue and preserving skin elasticity. Consistent application can genuinely elevate skin quality progressively, possibly countering certain age-linked alterations. Men switching to coconut oil frequently mention heightened sensitivity after just a few weeks as tissue health advances. For application, heat a modest quantity between your palms initially. Chilled oil feels unpleasant and spreads poorly. Begin with roughly a teaspoon. You can add extra if required, but excess turns messy. The oil liquefies at body heat, yielding ideal slickness without runniness. One factor to note: coconut oil is comedogenic, signifying it might block pores. Should you be inclined toward ingrown hairs or folliculitis in the pubic region, consider steering clear of it on hair-covered skin. Concentrate on the shaft and glands alone. Coming next on my list is sweet almond oil. Sweet almond oil stands as my suggestion for men tackling sensitivity concerns. It's lighter compared to coconut oil, soaks in more swiftly, and includes targeted compounds that aid nerve health. Almond oil abounds in vitamin E, surpassing even coconut oil's levels. Yet it also harbors B vitamins, especially riboflavin and niacin, which bolster nerve activity. When used steadily, these vitamins may assist in fixing impaired nerve endings and boosting sensitivity. Envision it as sustenance for your nerve tips. The omega-3 fatty acids in almond oil curb inflammation on a cellular scale. This matters greatly since ongoing inflammation, even subtle, hampers sensitivity and blood flow. Through soothing inflammation, you're eliminating an obstacle to effective nerve operation and vascular reaction. Almond oil possesses what I term the Goldilocks texture: not overly thick, not excessively thin. It delivers superb glide minus a greasy feel, and it won't dry up fast like certain lighter oils. This renders it perfect for prolonged sessions where reapplying could disrupt the flow. For individuals with delicate skin or vulnerability to allergies, sweet almond oil is usually well received. That said, if you suffer from a nut allergy, steer clear of this option naturally. Perform a patch test on your inner arm beforehand if uncertain. Employ around the same quantity as for coconut oil, a teaspoon at first. It disperses more readily than coconut oil, so you could require less. It likewise stays liquid at room temperature, rendering it handier for impromptu moments. The third oil is grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil weighs lighter than both coconut and almond varieties, suiting it ideally for men who deem other oils overly weighty or oily. Yet don't be misled by its lightness. It's loaded with elements that particularly aid vascular wellness. Grapeseed oil includes proanthocyanidins, potent antioxidants that fortify blood vessel walls and enhance circulation. Upon topical use, these elements absorb and may elevate local blood flow. Superior blood flow translates to sturdier, more enduring erections and heightened sensitivity. The vitamin E and linoleic acid in grapeseed oil sustain skin barrier integrity. This counts as essential because a robust skin barrier averts moisture escape and shields from irritation. Men applying grapeseed oil routinely often share that the skin seems more durable and less apt to irritate. A distinctive perk of grapeseed oil lies in its capacity to moderate sebum output. If your genital zone turns overly oily or excessively parched, grapeseed oil can assist in evening it out. It's especially suited for men facing both aridity and sporadic oiliness. The feel is exceedingly smooth and silky, offering fine glide, absent any tackiness. It soaks in fairly promptly, so reapplication might be needed in extended sessions. Have a compact bottle at hand for straightforward reapplication. Up next is jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is actually a wax ester, not a true oil, and this distinctive makeup renders it remarkably akin to human sebum. Your skin identifies it and takes it in easily, positioning it among the finest choices for truly advancing skin health as time passes. Since it imitates natural sebum, jojoba oil aids in balancing your skin's oil generation. If you're yielding too scant natural oil, typical beyond 50, it augments it. If you're overproducing in select spots, it cues your skin to dial it back. This equilibrating impact sets jojoba apart. Jojoba carries vitamin E and B complex vitamins that foster skin health and nerve activity, but it further includes minerals such as zinc and copper, vital for tissue mending and upholding sensitivity. Steady use can genuinely advance the wellness and reactivity of penile tissue. The texture suits extended use flawlessly. It avoids drying or turning tacky, and minimal amounts suffice. It's also the one least prone to sparking allergic responses or irritation, suiting it for men with delicate skin or reaction tendencies. One fascinating trait of jojoba is its durability. In contrast to certain oils that spoil swiftly, jojoba boasts an extended shelf life. You might store a bottle bedside for months sans concern over spoilage. The fifth choice is argan oil. Argan oil costs more than alternatives, yet rightfully so. It harbors singular compounds that render it especially advantageous for maturing skin and tissue wellness. The vitamin E in argan oil reaches exceptionally high levels, but it also holds squalene, an element that boosts skin elasticity and moisture holding. For men past 50 confronting thinning, reduced elastic penile skin, argan oil can genuinely aid in reinstating certain youthful traits to the tissue. Argan oil includes ferulic acid, an antioxidant demonstrated to enhance blood vessel performance via topical application. This might aid in superior firmness and longevity. It further holds elements that curb inflammation and bolster healing, positioning it ideally for men prone to easy irritation. The feel is opulent, minus heaviness. It absorbs nicely, yet deposits a shielding layer that upholds slickness. Numerous men state that argan oil yields the finest equilibrium of absorption and persistent lubrication. The sole drawback is expense. Pure argan oil runs pricey, but scant amounts go far, and the perks could warrant the outlay for men grappling with notable sensitivity or tissue health woes. Ensure you're selecting pure, organic argan oil, not some mix. Now, you needn't employ all 5 oils. Truthfully, overusing varied products can prove counterproductive. Here's guidance on selecting and applying them efficiently. Begin with a single oil, aligned to your main issue. If general lubrication and shielding are your needs, coconut oil serves best. For sensitivity troubles, attempt sweet almond oil. For circulation and firmness worries, grape seed oil. For comprehensive skin wellness, jojoba. Should you seek luxury care and can manage the cost, argan. Apply the oil no less than 5 to 10 minutes prior to activity. This permits partial absorption into the tissue, yielding both surface lubrication and profounder advantages. Warm the oil in your palms first. This boosts spreadability and ease. Employ sufficient for smooth glide, yet not excess that dulls sensation. Initiate with half a teaspoon and supplement as necessary. It's preferable to add during the session than to overdo at the outset. For prolonged sessions, position your selected oil close for reapplication. Most natural oils demand refreshing following 20 to 30 minutes of action. Merely halt briefly, add a bit, and resume. For restoring sensitivity, blend sweet almond oil with a touch of vitamin E oil. You might puncture a vitamin E capsule. This furnishes focused nerve aid. For upscale care, combine jojoba and argan oils. Such a mix delivers instant comfort alongside enduring tissue health perks. Certain men enjoy incorporating essential oils for extra gains. A droplet of peppermint oil may heighten blood flow and yield a tingling feel. Lavender oil aids relaxation. That said, exercise extreme caution with essential oils. They're intense and may provoke irritation if overdone. Restrict to no more than 1 drop per tablespoon of base oil. Although natural oils are typically secure, key caveats apply for genital application. Conduct a patch test always first. Dab a minor amount on your inner arm and await 24 hours to scan for reactions. The genital zone exceeds other skin in sensitivity. Thus, even if an oil proved fine elsewhere, test it anew. If employing condoms, Note that oils degrade latex. Oil-based lubrication clashes with latex condoms, where barrier protection matters. Opt for polyurethane or polyisoprene condoms, or revert to water-based lubes in partnered encounters. Monitor for irritation or infection cues. Though natural oils possess antimicrobial traits, they might ensnare bacteria sans proper hygiene. Cleanse before and after each use, and halt if odd symptoms emerge. Store oils correctly. Position them in a cool, dim spot to fend off rancidity. If an oil smells amiss or alters in hue or texture, discard it. Spoiled oils may irritate and forfeit their perks. When you pledge to quality natural oils with regularity, the gains accumulate as time advances. Tissue health advances. The vitamins and fatty acids genuinely mend and fortify the skin, possibly offsetting years of harm from poor lubrication. Numerous men describe amplified sensitivity and pleasure post a few weeks of steady use. Circulation boosts grow evident. The elements in these oils aiding vascular health exert compounding impacts. Enhanced circulation implies not merely sturdier erections, but swifter recovery across sessions. The shielding impacts curb future harm. Each session with fitting lubrication becomes one avoiding microtrauma to fragile tissues. Such tissue health safeguarding yields returns as you mature. Certain men note that routine oil application has eased other concerns like parched skin, clothing-induced irritation, and even slight Peyronie's disease signs. Here's my advice. Select one oil per your chief requirements. Vow to apply it steadily for 30 days. Use it 5 to 10 minutes ahead of solo activity. Employ ample for easy glide and refresh as required. Log notes on sensitivity, ease, firmness duration, and skin shifts. Most men spot gains inside 2 weeks with ongoing perks unfolding across the month. Post 30 days, you may trial other oils or blends to pinpoint your ideal routine. What suits best varies greatly by individual. Some men champion coconut oil, others deem it overly dense. Some adore grape seed's lightness, others crave greater substance. Employing the proper oil extends beyond mere comfort. It's about safeguarding and possibly elevating tissue health, sensitivity, and performance. For men beyond 50, as natural oil output wanes and tissue toughness fades, this shifts from merely useful to indispensable. You're funding the enduring wellness of intimate tissues that markedly affect life quality. The modest dollars on quality oils might spare you from sensitivity decline, tissue harm, and later medical needs. Recall, this concerns health and self-nurture, beyond mere pleasure. Nurturing intimate tissue health ranks as crucially as any wellness facet. Via the fitting oil routine, you can uphold or even elevate function and sensitivity deep into later years.